Gauntlet of Fire. What? You got these dragon guy things. One's like really small and really big. It's Gauntlet of Fire. So I don't know. I guess this will be a Spike episode. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think there's been a Spike centered episode in quite a while. I think the last one was that when Spike went to was like at the games and like he had to light the torch or whatever. Wasn't that like a whole season ago though? I barely remember it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just forgetting a Spike episode. Oh yeah, I'm looking down here. There's Spike pictures and some of these dragons look like the red dragon looks like he might have been in that other episode. I don't know. It was just where Spike met a bunch of other dragons. I doubt it'll be the same characters though. And I guess this will be like another trial that Spike has to go through because like I don't know. Still not looking forward to this at all though because I keep saying I don't know. It's so stupid. Again, so far this season's pretty boring. Yeah, whatever. Just get into the episode. They're in this weird looking cave. Spike thinks he's the bodyguard, but he's just... Wait, what? He's like glowing. Okay then. I guess I want to see where this is going. Okay, so then so there's this hangout thing, and then here comes Spike. Oh, you know it's serious because Rarity didn't even wash herself off. I guess there's that. The Dragon Lord call. So Spike is summoned for this dragon important thing. Twilight wants to go to the dragon place. Now it's a rock design. Oh, it is the same dragon. Oh, there's this guy. He's a dick. Generic bully shit. I guess this is the Dragon Lord. I guess this is less obnoxious than the like normal episodes. It's still got a lot of the just boring dialogue. I don't know. I guess this Dragon Lord guy is more interesting. So they have to compete for the throne. I swear, if Spike actually wins this stupid thing, that would be so stupid because like he's a baby dragon. There's no reason for him to be able to defeat all these other grown-ass dragons. Oh no. Now the rock sneezed. But they don't realize that the dragon... I'm lost in my head right now. It just happens when I watch this show. This show just like turns off my brain. I guess this Lord's daughter is... I don't know, she was nice to Spike. So the daughter's just saying... I guess they're trying to develop this new character that they just introduced. Here's a bunch of assholes just... it's just a bunch of these dragon characters. So now Spike is gonna try to compete. It's gonna be so stupid if he actually wins. There's no other way, really. I feel like there's gotta be another way, but whatever. Still pretty bored though. And now they're gonna help Spike. Ugh. Oh, what? Just like worm thing. Is Spike really gonna say? How does a tiny little baby save this huge thing that's like 5 times his size? I guess 2 times. Oh, okay, that's why they're doing it. It's because it's the dragon's daughter. Dragons can't do friends. That I don't know. Just think of fucking by saying do things. I don't know. So far, this daughter just seems like, oh, look at me, I'm the big and strong, independent woman. I guess she's gonna realize about the ponies now. Of course. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my gosh, these stupid jokes. There's Wilhelm scream again. Such funny joke. Wait, what? Oh, they went into the other thing. So these assholes are gonna go up the cliff together. Or mountain, whatever you call it. Wait, she's not even wearing the helmet now. Shouldn't they recognize her now? Well, no, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so she's just pretending like she doesn't want a friend, even though she does. Wait, are those dragons? Are they just dead? No, they're just holding on to the spikes, I guess. I mean, I guess it makes enough sense for if Spike wins by working together. If he just won on his own, that would be so stupid. But, like, just the idea that working together is better than just being selfish and being alone. I guess the joke is, how are these ponies? Yeah, they're mentioning it now. How did the ponies get in here? But that's the joke. No, there's lava!
You just risked everything to save her.
Spike didn't risk anything. What? He swam in lava the last episode like it was a pool, like a swimming pool. And now she's ignoring that she wants a friend, but that's not reality. Yeah, she's not like all the other dragons. I guess this is a little less shitty than some of the other episodes, because the location's a little more interesting. But then there goes the dragon princess saving Spike, because they're friends. Oh no, there's these assholes now. And of course this dragon guy's an idiot. Instead of just flying and getting the scepter when he had the chance, he's just being a dick and fighting. Or what am I even saying? And now Spike's gonna get the scepter. And there he goes, he's gonna fall. There she goes, saving him. He's gonna grab the scepter. Of course, he's gonna decline the throne or whatever you call it. Oh, is he gonna be like a giant thing? No, he's just a baby still. He becomes the Dragon Lord. Yeah, Spike's giving it to Ember. Okay then. And now here comes this person, Dragon. Ember, that's the name. I don't know, I really haven't said that much, I feel like, but I mean, this all did just kind of come out of nowhere. So it's like a lot to just take in all of a sudden. Because I mean, they've mentioned this dragon place before, but like there's a few episodes about this, like the other episode with the dragons or something. But this is all just sudden. Okay then. So there's that. I guess this kind of felt like an actual episode. Like things were, it was like there was a beginning and end and middle and things that happened. Okay, so basically, so Rarity and Spike are in this like cave thing to get gems, I guess, and Spike starts glowing for no reason, and so they're confused about it, and so then, but then they end up asking to Luna and Celestia, and they find out that it's because Spike is being summoned for this by the Dragon Lord, and it turns out that all the dragons, or most of the dragons or whatever, are being summoned because the Dragon Lord has to step down, and then Spike and all the other dragons are gonna have to compete in this like Gauntlet of Fire, as the title says, to get this scepter and then bring it back to him, and then whoever does that becomes the new Dragon Lord. So then basically the Dragon Lord has a daughter, and she's like, he keeps saying how she can't become the leader because she's not big and strong, like she's barely bigger than Spike. But then Spike and the Dragon, well then Spike is initially not going to compete because he's like, oh, this is too stupid and dangerous, and I can't, he's just a baby, so he's just gonna leave. But then they say that they're gonna destroy the Ponyville, so Spike's like, I have to compete. But then Spike ends up saving the daughter, and then they work together and get the scepter, and Spike is the one who gets the scepter, but he gives it to the Dragon Lord's daughter because he knows she'll make a good leader because they can trust each other. And then the daughter learns the importance of friendship because normally dragons just don't do friends. It's like their culture, I guess. Like, there's just a lot of things that just kind of like this whole place just comes out of nowhere. I mean, it makes sense as to why it exists, and they have been here before and talked about it before, but like it's just a lot of new things all at once is my point. Ton of new characters that I'm assuming are either never going to come up again or they'll come up in like, one episode later on. Like the Dragon Lord, the Dragon Lord's daughter. What was her name? I think her name was Ember. There's that red bully dragon. I think he was in the other dragon episode as well. I mean, again, there wasn't really anything funny about this. I mean, I guess the lands thing they went to was kind of interesting. A little more unique animation than, I don't fucking know. I mean, it's just a little bit more interesting than the main town because it's the same thing every time. At least this is like something different. The colors weren't quite so overly saturated and obnoxious. It's just kind of the same story of two characters working together, and then because one of them being nice and the other one rejecting the niceness and then realizing that they should be nice too. I guess I didn't hate this, but as I said before, it felt like an actual episode. Like it didn't just feel like the same bunch of scenes over and over again. Like the different scenes completely established different things of the characters and all that, instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. It did some stuff, but still really boring. Like there was no scenes in it where I'm like, okay, that's memorable. Like I don't know, it's just forgettable. That's what I feel like most of these episodes are. I'm just gonna forget about these in like a few days. I mean, like the ending of season 5. Like what I remember the season finale with Glimmer. What did she do? She went doing the time loop thing and all that. Then before that, there was like the episode about the feuding family, and I only remember that because it was so generic. It was dumb, and I don't even know why I remember it actually. Like I barely remember any of the episodes. Whatever. This one was okay though. Not the worst thing ever.